Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, ArchieLuxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, ArchieLuxury.
Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta paid review, Paul Pluta Prestige channel, doing paid reviews. This is JU36, and I'm just going to put my new Gant glasses on. These are my new readers. What do you think, fuckers? These are my Gant readers. Okay, let's jump back in. Wristwatch check. Wearing Explorer 2. And just as I do that, the phone rings. Shit!
Oh. Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Okay, here we go. JU36. Okay, hello Paul. This is from George. Apologies for the War and Peace intro, but I'm excited to hear your personal advice on my for both my development as a professional and a collector. No one should do shit for free, so I've PayPal'd you 100 US, 140 Aussie for your video review advice. Okay, I've been a fan of the channel since the luxury guy, luxury to last days when I was a teenager. It's about time I had a video done for my first purchase and collection plans. I was first introduced to luxury wrist watches by my father's 16220. Yes, it's a classic Rolex Datejust 16220. That is a steel engine turn bezel. Silver tapestry when I was a toddler and was hooked. Last year, I had it serviced by Rolex and the Jubilee stretch repaired. Did you get that done by Rolex? Ooh. I know a good independent who does vagina tightening and bracelet repairs. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's keep reading. I'm a 22-year-old accountant that works for a large private partnership and also a student finishing up my master's degree. History is my passion, along with travel, hunting, fishing, the outdoors, and collecting luxury and vintage goods, including fountain pens, leather goods, and lighters. I drive an Aldi A5, and I am planning on purchasing a classic car next year for the weekends and to work on myself. A 70s or 80s 280 SL W107. They were more 380 SL, I think. They did have a 280, which was the 6-cylinder Mercedes in the W107. The Pagoda was the W113. It's actually an R107 might be the correct lettering. Mainly 380, 350, came out as a 350, then became a 380, which had the, we'll talk about that later, before they shot up like the Pagodas. At one point, I had over 100 dogshit wristwatches. Thankfully, I never bought into anything above 1,000 US. As of my 21st birthday, I've liquidated, retired, given away every wristwatch I owned in order to start my collection properly. Good. I've picked up my first luxury watch, the Omega Speedmaster, first Omega in space, which I adore. You can see from the photos I've ditched the leather for a genuine 1125 Omega bracelet, which really sets the thing off. I wear it to work daily and it truly motivates me. Good to hear. Deal was 32.50 US dollars new on the grey market, plus 5.50 USD for the bracelet through an Omega boutique. Without further bullshittery, please review my speedy purchase and advise on my current plan to slowly attain my collection over the years. I'm not in a rush, but I am motivated, and as I am in all of my collections and hobbies, and we'll pick up 1 to 2 of these per year. Okay, number 1, this is his collection aims. We all need a Rolex base in our collections. 16570, which is the Explorer 2. No holes, polar, for my first Rolex by the end of the year. Okay, this is his collection aims. Okay. Number 2, beta for outdoor activities. I mentioned above, I think Tudor North Flag is an incredible value at $24.50. Pre-owned, I love the size, angular design, and I'll survive if it gets scratched up. Number 3, a diver. 14060, 2-line, no date. Nothing hooks me like the 14060. Yes, I intend on taking this on light dives, and we'll have it properly pressure tested. I'll be going for a non-tritium dial to save some money. Most of them should be tritium, really. I am used to reading 24-hour dial, pre-owned, of course. Number 5, 116264, blue dial turnograph on Super Jubilee. This is my ideal daily for work. Blend of classic and modern, rotating bezel, perfect for client billing and travel. I adore 36mm. Number 6, JU36 Tribute Blue Duo Face. He's talking reverso. Day night. As far as reverso goes, this is the one that sings to me. I set this further down the list because I'm waiting for 20 to 35% off the pre-owned. Okay. I know they don't do too much for you, but I'm dead set on the 1530 and 1630 rare birds. I have a family friend with a minty 1630 box papers that would sell it to me cheap, and I've set cash aside for a 1530 when a deal finally comes up. Number 8, I've set up investment accounts for the watches I hope to get. After that point, time to pay out by birthdays. Oh, he's got, by his 30th, he wants an 18238 Rolex President Blue Blatten dial double quick set. By his 35th, he wants a Lange he wants a Patek 35th, he wants a Patek 5107G or a 5127G. And for his 40th, he wants a Lange annual calendar in platinum. Of course, the Lange and Patek could be swapped out for similar models as Grails by that time, but please let me know what you think of the investment account idea. So far, they've been returning and growing properly. Sincere regards, your loyal fan, George G., New York City. P.S. When you finally make it to New York, expect a 5-course porterhouse steak dinner at Wolfgang's on Park Avenue on me. Thank you. Okay, let's have a talk here. Let's see what advice we can give this little guy here. So, firstly, George, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations, you're in the greatest country on earth, America. You're in one of the greatest cities on earth, New York. You're in one of the greatest professions. Everything is going pretty damn good. Everything is going pretty. I'm just looking for a pen. I'll use my red pencil. Okay, so that's all good. You've hit some really good base notes. What advice would I give to you? I think little bit of advice, if I could give you some advice. You're a young guy, you're working in a profession. My advice to you would be to be very frugal with your spending, okay? When you go out a lot, try and economize. What you want to do, what biggest regret, I tell you honestly, when I was your age, I was spending a bit too much. I married a woman who didn't have a job. I started having children, and it just snowballed out. I was just, so my best advice to you is don't get married quickly, and don't blow all your money drinking. New York is a very expensive city, so just be very careful with your costs. There's nothing wrong. I've always said, if you go out to work, nothing wrong with buying lunch every day, but go for a lunchtime special. You don't have to go to the Plaza Hotel every day, do you? So you want to be careful how you spend your money, because the more money you can save. I wouldn't necessarily buy designer clothes. I think you're better off to have designer wristwatches. Designer wrist, Rolex. And I'm not talking fashion designer wrist. Oh, that's ugly. That's nasty. But you know what I'm saying. Don't waste money. Okay, you want to be very frugal. You want to put your money into things that you really do enjoy there. Okay, with the, I like the idea, fountain pens. I've always loved fountain pens. Actually, I actually inked up my Cartier. That's my Cartier. I just love this. This is an 80s, 90s sort of Cartier solid gold nib. Proper metal tube. None of this plastic shit that the newer Cartiers have gone to. Just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My advice to you is buy quality and do it properly. So I would be frugal. Don't waste money going out drinking and shit like that. I'd do money for your hobbies. So that's what I'd try. My best advice to you. Look, I got to hand it to you. Work hard. Fountain pens is a great hobby. Leather goods, yes. And lighters, I had DuPont, I had Dunhill, Cartier. They're all beautiful things. So it can all be achieved. Be a bit careful. To be completely honest with you, George, the Audi A5, I've got to be totally honest with you. I love Audi. I do. I really do love Audi. They're a fucking money pit. Go and have a look at some of Scotty Kilmer. Scotty! The Scotty Kilmer Show! I would get rid of the A5 and get yourself a Corolla. So that way there you can put money into watches, which it's an asset that increases in value. Money in cars depreciates. And Audis, I got to be honest with you, I love the A5. That's a sexy motor. Fuck me dead. The labor rate is high, so many computers. Do you know what the brake job on an A5 costs? It's probably the price that you're going to buy the Corolla for. So I would be very, very, very keen to see you get out of that fucking Audi. They're just fucking, I gotta be honest with you, have a bit of fun with it, but it's not a long-term keep. They're a fucking money pit. Put money into watches. I can completely agree with that. Watches, fountain pens, leather goods, yes. Look around my room here. I've got my I just have a look around my room here. We've got my box, my Louis Vuitton box. I've got my President briefcase there. President. I love quality goods. Quality goods. Luxury goods. So my advice to you, okay, get rid of the Audi. So I would be very frugal. Don't waste money on friends. A friend in need is a pest. Don't waste money on friends. Don't go out drinking. Don't waste money. Drink at home. You got to economize. You want to have money for watches. Get rid of the Audi. Get yourself a Corolla. And I would pump money into the watches and fountain pens and beautiful things like that. The Mercedes R107. The Panzer. They're a Panzermobile. Panzermobile. They weren't that good, okay? I got to be honest with you. The R107s, they weren't that fucking good, okay? And yeah. I would say they weren't that good, okay? Let me just say that to you, okay? So let's have a look at your collection. You started off with an Omega, first Omega in space. That is a great watch. The first Omega in space is a fantastic watch. Good friend of mine, Descartes. He's a senior partner in a huge law firm. He started off actually with a Rolex GMT. Then when he made partner, he got an Omega Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich. In your case, you've started with the Omega Speedmaster, first Omega in space. Beautiful. That's a fantastic watch. Never sell it. Let's go through your list here and let's see what we think here. So number one, you want to get a Polar Explorer 2 like mine. That's no holes, solid end links, the Luminova ones. Yes, 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 yes. I think that is an excellent buy. I would have to say that's investment grade. That's a beautiful piece. Number two, we've gone for the Tudor North Flag. What do I think, Tudor North Flag? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yep, it's okay. I'd go for a Black Bay or a Black Bay 58 personally, but the North Flag is it's okay. It's okay. Number three, we've gone for the two-line no date. Now, I don't think the two-line no date. When you say you want it, you might go for you're gonna go for I think they're basically tritium really, because by the time the four-line came in, they then changed over to Luminova. So I don't think there's going to be such a big saving there. Fantastic watch, two-line sub. I would also say, let's wait until you get there, but also a two-tone pre-ceramic bluesy, because they're not much more. Okay, a couple thousand more, you're getting a two-tone bluesy. So I'd consider that. Number four, second chronograph. So, your first chronograph, of course, is your Omega. Breitling Cosmonaut. No, don't go anywhere near Breitling. Breitling is for losers. That's a loser brand. You're going to lose money. No. Don't. Breitling's. Don't go anywhere near Breitling. Okay. Don't go anywhere near Breitling. What I would get, if you want to get another chronograph, I reckon the Tudor Monte Carlo. That's where I'd go. Tudor Monte Carlo. Okay, that's a cool watch. You could also go for a Zenith El Primero. Okay, with 38mm for you if you want a smaller. You seem to like the smaller sizes. But don't go Breitling. Breitling is stupid. Then number five, the Turnograph. That's something I've never had anyone who actually aspired. That's a great watch. That is a fantastic watch, I must say. Absolutely very, very underrated, that watch there. I agree. Double tick that. That's fantastic. Then number six, you've gone for the Jaeger-LeCoultre Duo Blue, Tribute Blue. Yes, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful watch. Yes. And then number seven, you're saying the Rare Birds. Look, I would forget the Rare Birds. Okay. There, I know Clive talks about these Rare Birds like they're something special. They're not that special, okay? They aren't that expensive. And truth be told on them, they've got that integrated case with the automatic movement. Yeah, I've pretended to be excited with them, but I kind of think they're boring, okay? If you can get them cheap, sure, they're great to grab, but I wouldn't necessarily be hunting for them. They were not liked, okay? That's the honest truth. They weren't really liked. What would I get if I was you? You know what I would get? Seriously. You're a man of many talents. What would I get? I would be buying Sea Dweller. Get a Sea Dweller for yourself, okay? Get a Sea Dweller. The pre-ceramic Sea Dweller, or a two-tone Daytona. Now I know that's going to be more money, of course it is, but that's something really desirable. The Rare Birds, yeah, they are cool. They're cool. It's kind of funky that you like them. I'm gonna tell Clive you like them. He'll get a kick out of that. But they're not that great. Okay. If you want to get the Rare Birds, get the Rare Birds, but that wouldn't be where I would advise you to go. Then you've said you've set up investment account. This is a great idea. Yes, why not? I 100% agree. For your 30, if you want an 18238 blue batten dial double quickset, I would possibly say go for a double 18238 because it has a much nicer clasp. 35th birthday. You want a Calatrava, and you want a white gold Calatrava. There's a whole, you could go 5196, 5296, 5107, 5127, 5227. There is so many cool pieces that you could qualify in that space. Yeah, do it. And then for your 40, if you want the Lange annual, the funny thing is the annual calendar was actually invented by Paddock. I would have thought you'd go, I think you could have gone for a Lange 1. That's a cool piece, but I think the annual calendar, it's really a Paddock thing. It's just my opinion. Just like the World Time is really a Paddock thing. It's their genre. It's there. But those are very beautiful goals to have there. My advice is no drinking, going to expensive bars, because I know how it is. In New York, you go out there, you can blow your whole pay in a weekend. So I would be very stingy on going out with friends. I would be stingy on meals, stingy on clothing, okay? And I would be putting money into watches and luxury goods. That's what I would do. I think it's a great plan. The biggest hindrance is that you peer pressure and your friends will tell you that I'm an idiot and I'm stupid for saying this. That's the biggest pressure you'll have, George. Looking back on my time when I was 18, 19, 20, I had 3 Series BMW. I regret I should have fucking bought a Toyota Hilux Ute, and saved. I wish I would have done that, because I thought the cars were so important. It was part of, I was lacking confidence. And I thought the cars would make me seem, it would build me up a bit. And it does work. Cars, people do judge you on your car, but long-term wise, it doesn't matter. You really discover real rich as opposed to pretend rich. And those fucking Audis, they're a bitch, an absolute bitch to service. Absolute bitch. A real nasty bitch to service. They're just mean. So get rid of it, get a Corolla, and put your money into watches. That's what I would do. That's really what I would say to you. Do that, and things will be good in life. You're building up a great foundation. I'm happy that I've given you some guidance. You've got some great hobbies there. There's some great things you can enjoy. Don't get married you shouldn't get married until you're at least in your 40s, late 40s. The biggest problem is you go out, restaurants, and you think you're a swinging dick. You end up spending all your money on crap. And cars, that's 2 things. If you are stingy with going out, I'm not saying eat crappy food. I wouldn't eat takeaway. I would eat, Asian cuisine, but I wouldn't be getting Armani and expensive suits. I would be going, just nice, but not super, super ridiculous. Put your money into the accessories. Fountain pens, leather goods, lighters. If you smoke, you shouldn't actually really, smoking's a bad habit to have, to be honest with you. Get out of the A5. They're a bitch. Put it into watches. Man, I've seen it with my father. I bought a World Time. I bought it less. I paid $25,000. My father bought a Mercedes, a C250. He paid $27.5 for the Mercedes. low mileage, really beautiful car. I've had it on my channel. He sells it 18 months later. He got 17 and a half for it, or 17 for it. And the world time, I turned down offers over the 30 mark. So the watches go up, the cars go down. So my advice to you, get a Corolla, simple Corolla, get the Mercedes later on. Okay, not in the early phase there. That's my honest advice to you. I loved cars. I loved cars so much. But they're evil fuckers. They will rob you blind. Believe you me, I know. They will rob you blind. So that's my advice, George. Thank you so much for being so generous and kind to me. I do appreciate it. And I wish you the best of luck. I really do. You're a very nice young man who's got his head screwed on properly, doing the right thing. So guys, if George can send me $100 US, why don't you do the same thing? Get me to review your collection. Let me tell you what I honestly think. So guys, tell me. So guys, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't be afraid to put some nasty comments below. Thank you, George. I think you're doing well. See you later, guys. Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta. I'm the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to have a quick talk to you. Do you need to sell a wristwatch? Do you want to sell a piece for reinvestment? Do you have too many watches? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that my good friends at Sydney and Brisbane Vintage Watch Co. are looking for quality wristwatches for their store. Now, Ronnie has instructed me to tell you guys that he is paying more than other dealers. That's correct. He pays top prices for quality pieces. So guys, if you've got a Rolex you want to sell, or a Patek, or anything, you want to sell a wristwatch, give the guys at Vintage Sydney, it's Vintage Watch Co. Give them a call. That's right, guys. They're paying good prices. They've always been very, very fair to me. And I got to tell you, they are nice people to do business with. I'm just trying to find their card here. Where the hell did I put it? Look, ask for Ronnie in Brisbane, or Philip in Sydney. That's correct. They will look after you. Tell them Archie sent you. That's right. Tell them Archie sent you. They're paying top prices. That's correct. Brisbane and Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Your premium place to sell watches. Tell me, guys, this is for you. Tell them Archie sent you, and they will give you extra keen pricing.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for Archie Luxury AC3, the Pontiff Satan Deville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video, because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with Archie Luxury in the first place. I am a published author. Let Dogs Be Dogs, available in bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, Archie Luxury, he's not just a figment of your imagination.